Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Monday motivational webinar talking about soul business. I am Debbie Perez Cockburn. Hopefully you all know me by now and recognize me in spite of my crazy hair today. It's been raining in Texas for over 3 weeks, and this weekend was my second to youngest daughter's college commencement. And she received her naval commission as well. And so she's an ensign in the United States Navy. And I am exhausted from all the activities this weekend. And so forgive me if I didn't do my hair or makeup for you today. All right. So we have just a couple of things to remind you of. First off, this is still a great time to register for convention. Why? Because the price is still $250. It will go up at the end of June. So we are nearing the end of the month of May. And this is month 2 in your soul to soul qualifications. All of you who are 5K or more or had broken out as 5K in April, you are all in the running for qualifying for your soul to soul. And we are just encouraging everybody to keep up your work, your growth. You're doing awesome things. I look at your names in my organization, and I'm so proud of everything that you're doing, that you've done, and that you continue to do. So many of you have your soul business, you do other businesses, and you are combining soul with other products. And so I am excited for everything that you're doing. Everyone who hit 1K, 2K, 3K, 5K. We even had a brand new 7K in our group. So awesome. Congratulations to you all. I love you and I appreciate all of you. One thing that I did want to let you know, and this is new, so I thought it was important to record it for you today and send it out. I did send you a motivational video this morning. It is Bob Iger, who was the commencement speaker this weekend. I was extremely impressed by some things that he said that touched me deeply about being bold. And I just wanted to tell you my personal story. When I retired from my job, I pretty much was forced into retirement. It wasn't something that I wanted to do. And I remember the day that I made that decision was a very hard day for me. I actually turned in my resignation. I had resigned on the spot after an incident that had happened with one of the top executives at the company. And I told my husband, I said, I would rather die or clean toilets up the street at the Holiday Inn. There was a Holiday Inn that had just built and opened near the office building of where I used to work. And I said, I'd rather do that while I consider what to do than stay where I was. Now, mind you, that was a 24-year job that I had. Things have changed drastically at the company, and I think that they're still evolving there. So I feel bad for the people who still stay, because for me, loyalty is everything. And if the company that you work for can't be loyal to its customers and longest customers, then it's really hard for me to trust them. But that was the choice for me. And I remember being bold enough to just say, okay, well, I'm going to take 3 part-time jobs to kind of make up for the money that I had lost, while I had met with Greg and decided that I would go forward and move ahead on building a soul business. And for someone who has done corporate work forever and sat back at regional meetings or whatever, and I think I just gave it away who I used to work for when I said regional meetings. But anyway, just sitting there at a meeting and saying to you all you have to do is, sign up this many people and break out this many as managers. And all you have to do is made it sound like petty, like you weren't putting in the hard work. All you had to do was find some people. Well, there's a few things to take into consideration now that I've done this business for almost 8 years. All you have to do is turned into, wow, how the heck do I do this? Okay, so I know where you are. I know where you've been. I know where you're coming from now. What I loved about Bob Iger's talk was, he said, be bold, stand for truth, be bold in your choices, be bold because you want to grow, being bold doesn't mean that everything is going to be easy. And have a dream. And he said, you know, sometimes your biggest, best dream doesn't come true. So dream another one. And for me, that really hit home this weekend when I thought about my business and how we're all growing as a team. Mind you, I love all of you in my success line. You are not my downline. You are my success line. You are co-equal partners with me in this project that we call Soul Naturals. And so for me, the dream has always been to help you achieve your dream. One of the things that I would like to motivate you to do as team members of our group is please send me a message and say, Debbie, you know, during the summer, can we do our Monday trainings at this hour? And send me a few hours that you might believe will work for you, because I will definitely make it work for you and cover the things that we need to cover every week to make sure that you are growing the way you want to grow. The other thing I want you to do is find your specialist kit that you received when you signed up as a specialist. If you can't remember where you packed it, that's okay, because you can go to your back office, and I will share where you can find this. You can go to your back office and find your success manual. Okay, so your guide to success is important. And I want you to write down your why. Your why is important. If you don't know why you're doing this business, you won't ever achieve anything that you want to achieve. Okay, if your why is because you want to travel more, then convention is just around the corner. It's in August. If you haven't registered, it's easy to register for that. You don't have to qualify for convention. We all pay for a convention, and I'll show you how to do that on your back page, on your back office, excuse me. So you can register for convention. But if you don't know why you're doing this business, for me, the why is very simple. I wanted to help people feel better because I felt better. I felt better using the product. I changed my the way I saw myself. I've really made some wonderful changes and discoveries about myself this year as I have worked hard to provide training for you. I learned that I could do that. And you might laugh and just say, well, Debbie, that's what you did for a living for 24 years. And it's not the same teaching somebody about health and the ins and outs of a business unless you've actually done the business. And so I've learned a lot about myself this year, and I've taken some courses and I've done some things to improve myself, my self-esteem. I have changed my routine and how I use my products. And so I invite you and encourage you to do the same. I'm going to show you now where to find your success manual. And if you know where it is in your binder, if you signed up a few years ago, we were still sending binders. If you recently signed up after COVID, then you received a box with your specialist kit with the 2 manuals in there, the book from Dr. Allison, the book from Jim Winner, as well as your gift cards, your pen, and your sample packets. You should have received all of that. So if you haven't looked at it lately, I invite you to do so now. Okay, I will also invite you to watch the Bob Iger talk, because if you are not inspired, doesn't matter where you are in life, how old you are, or what you are doing, we all need a little inspiration every day to go forward. Okay, so I'm going to show you 2 things right now that I think are very important: where to find your success manual, your success guide, how to use it, what to look for, and also to give you some brand new news that was announced on Thursday before I left on my trip to this Top Soul Leaders. So Soul has decided to create a guest pass for new specialists or new members in your group who live locally in Orlando who may want to attend convention with you. And that's important because this increases your why. When you want to help people, if that's part of your why, helping people, getting them to come to a convention with you is the best way to motivate them to follow you and to grow their dreams as well. So going to convention. Now, how does the guest pass work? Well, most of you know that if you have children and we're going to convention in Orlando. Children love Orlando. And this is why I remembered Bob Iger's talk, because he used to be the former president at Disney operations. And so anyway, we're going to be in Orlando in August for convention. So you know that you can bring your children and purchase the meals for them, and kids can go for $65. That includes their meals, right? Kids don't come to meetings. So that's important to remember. But if you wanted to have someone come and participate and join the sessions and be at the opening and closing banquet and enjoy the breakfasts, well, then that's what registration covers, right? So right now it's $250. So if you have a specialist or member who lives in Orlando who wants the whole shebang right now, but because they live locally, they don't need a hotel, they can register for convention at the $250. That's what it costs right now, and attend all of the meetings. But let's say you have a potential specialist or member who hasn't really decided and really wants to come and know what Soul is about and wants to take the educational part of convention. That's why they've developed the guest pass. So for instance, I have a niece and nephew. Well, she is my nephew's wife. So they live in Orlando, and she's been busy sharing Soul with a lot of people. And some people actually want to come and take the classes that are available at convention. Soul is giving them the opportunity to purchase a guest pass for $75. And that includes the Friday morning session, because that's all we have on Friday is a morning session. The afternoon and evening are free. And then it includes all day education on Saturday. It does not include any meals. It does not include the opening or closing banquet. It will just allow them, it's a special pass that they will get. So they will come and register, and you can register your person by calling home office and saying, purchasing a guest pass for so-and-so. And then when we have the registration desk at convention, your guest can actually come and pick it up, or you can pick it up for them and meet them and have them come to the Friday morning session and the Saturday morning and afternoon sessions. Okay, so the morning sessions, I believe, start at about 9:30 or 10 a.m. If you've never been to a Soul convention, this is kind of cool, because what they do at every convention is in the early morning hours, they have exercise sessions. So you can do yoga, you can do circuit training, you can do a Zumba training, or you can do deep breathing training, or just take that hour to go walk and work out. And then the breakfasts are open, and then you go straight from breakfast to a session. Kind of different from how we used to do it at that other place. So, but let me share my screen with you and show you where that is. And we will go there. So if you're looking at your dashboard, if you go to the happenings page and you go to Soul Convention 2021, here we are. And what you need to do, if you haven't booked your room yet, guys, this is important. You can click here on book room. They are only going to charge you the deposit or one night of convention at the special price to guarantee your room, okay? So what you're gonna do is you can do that there. And then I'm gonna click on the register now page, because I can do attendee number one, which would be me, right? But then I can add an attendee or add a child, and it says to pay the total of $250, right? Or I can remove that person and change it and do it. But I would definitely consider registering if you personally have not registered yet. And if you have a friend who lives locally and they want to take advantage of the guest pass, then I would say call home office, register yourself, obviously, and then call home office and add the new person. And I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to book your room. But if you needed any information, here's the information for the convention. Please remember that it says that convention starts August 19th, the 20th, and 21st. August 19th happens to be the Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. August 19th is Thursday, right? That night is the opening session, but the guest pass won't allow them for that. But if you are smart and you have to travel, I hate getting there the same day that everything starts and being tired and not appreciating anything. But if hopefully you get there on the 18th, the morning of the 19th, Jennifer Pressimone, who does our fabulous formulas for our Soul Essential Oils, she will be teaching a class that is 4 hours that morning. So really cool. And then when that class is done, you know, you go off to lunch or go out into the lobby and wait for the rest of your group who's arriving on the 19th. That would also be a great day to have your guest pass person come and say hello and pick up their pass so that they can come to classes the next day, Friday morning, okay? So they're not going to be allowed to come into the opening banquet unless they have paid the registration form, which right now is $250. That will change to $275 per person at the end of June. So from the rest of June, July, August, all the way up to the convention day, it will be $275 if you don't register now, okay? So you want to do that, but you'll be able to get some idea here about what's going on. Here you see $250 registration through June 30th. If you've already registered, then awesome. That means that you either paid $200 because you did it through your Prime bonus, or you paid $225 when it came out this year and you decided. But here's a very quick agenda that you could kind of guide yourself by. So like I said, the morning of the 19th is the aromatherapy training. The guest pass will not get them into that, but it will give them the opportunity to attend the morning general session on Friday, and then the morning and afternoon sessions on Saturday. It will not allow them to come into the evening closing banquet or the special Soul Elite event or the welcome reception, okay? So, but a guest pass is really cool. $75 will allow them to take classes in Spanish or in English. So you can have them come with you. But let me just show you quickly on the book a room. If you click on there, it will give you the opportunity. You're going to say, yes, we are reserving a room for Soul Naturals at a special rate. Do you see that? That's pretty awesome. So you're going to click on make reservation. And now it's going to tell you right here, you're going to be staying at the Hilton Orlando Buena Vista Palace. It's for Soul Naturals. The event are these dates, and it's going to show you a rate. So what you want to do, since I want to book a second room, you can say checking in on 19, 20, 21, and then the amount of rooms that you want, the amount of guests that you want in there. So all of that, and it will allow you to pick either a king size bedroom with a sofa bed, or it will allow you to pick a room with 2 queen size beds. That's called the double. And you can have up to 4 people, I think, stay in that room. And there may be a sofa bed. So those of you who like to have all night parties and see how many people you can fit in a room, you could certainly do that. But that's how you would do it. And you just go here and then you enter your credit card information. And like I said, it just charges you the deposit for one night for the one room. If you're booking more than 1 room, 2, 3 rooms, then it will just charge you for the one night per room until you check in. And some of you I know are already qualifying for your Celebrate team. I tell you this so that you know, your people who will come in on a guest pass will not qualify for your Celebrate team, okay? Your new members who come, those who have paid the full registration and come to convention, those will count. So if you are currently at a 5K or more, and it's just you and 2 other people, you're still probably being counted with your mentor. But should you complete your Celebrate, then you will be moved out from your mentors group, and they will let us know if you have been moved over and if you are no longer part of our Celebrate team and you've started your own Celebrate team. That's certainly a wonderful thing for you to do. I also wanted to show you that if you go back to your, I'm going to go back to my page. If you are on your, if you just go straight to your dashboard's going to show you right here what you're doing. So if you're qualifying for Soul to Soul, how are you going along on that qualification? That's important. We're going to click on it. And it says that I started at a certain rank. And so this was my starting OV. These leaders are not counted as part of my group OV for the qualification. That's important to note because we all need to work it when we do this business, right? So I needed to do X amount. I did this amount, so I did 100%, but this month things are moving a little slow, so don't be discouraged. Just help encourage your leaders to keep doing what they're gonna do so that we can all go to Soul in Cancun. And I love that because Cancun is going to be totally fun. This is a all-inclusive resort. It is a beautiful resort. We have been there in the past. It's part of the Fiesta Americana chain in Mexico. Fiesta Americana is absolutely gorgeous. You're going to love it. So if you're a 5K and you're working on going, or 7K and you're working on going, you can qualify for your travel vouchers. If you are a 10K, then of course you qualify for Soul to pay for your room. And if you are doing Prime also, then you will qualify for a special event for all of those who have achieved Prime every month during the qualification. So all beautiful things to look forward to. I just love that Soul does these wonderful things for you, for us. I really encourage you to watch that recording of Bob Iger. I will be sending you a new one next week because it's Memorial Day weekend. And so the last thing you probably want to do is have Monday motivation with me. So next week, I will send you a talk from one of my favorite admirals, Admiral William McRaven, who talks about doing the simple things to be successful. And one of the things he says is to make your bed. How does making your bed make you a better leader? I will leave that up to you when you watch that video next Monday. But I love you. I'm grateful to spend every time, every minute that I can with you on a live webinar, either talking about business or talking about soul. So I love you. I look forward to seeing you Tuesday if you're one of my Spanish speaking leaders, or Wednesday if you're one of my English speakers. Please remember to invite all the guests that you want. This week, we will be talking about yerba mate in particular, just because there have been some questions about yerba mate and its safety. And so I wanted to bring that to the table and remind you, this is still May. It is still Mental Health Awareness Month. If you have not seen Dr. Allison Caldwell Andrews' presentations about mental health, they are absolutely beautiful. I encourage you to go and find the YouTube channel for Soul and look for those. And if you are my friend on Facebook, then you've already seen the first two videos. I just recently posted the third, and the fourth just came out this weekend. So I will make sure I have links for all of those for all of you on my Facebook page. I love you. I wish you a beautiful, beautiful Monday and a glorious rest of the week leading up to a nice long weekend coming up. I miss you all. I love you. Thanks for watching every week. Bye, guys.